Woof woof! Hello everybody, Shuffle Woof here with a new album review. Today we will be discussing the new SLEAZY album, Ghetto Migration.
Just call, why can't you just hit my...
SLEAZY is an LA-based alternative hip-hop artist who has been releasing music on their SoundCloud since 2013. In 2019, they released two very well-written EPs, Don't Be a Dummy, a relaxed indie hip-hop project, and the more high-gloss, SLEAZY, their first EP, released to other platforms. They have also released many singles throughout the years, two of their most notable hits being 2022's Rockin' Good, a solo track, and this year's Put a Landlord in a Landfill, a track in collaboration with Damage and Rob Apollo. When Ghetto Migration was announced, it was easily one of my most anticipated records of the year, as SLEAZY is very talented and I have been wishing for a full LP from them for some time now. The album starts with I Wanna Be Alive, a song that has only become more iconic for me after hearing it in the context of the album. The chill piano and drum set beat serves as a great tone setter, and SLEAZY is hitting us pretty quickly with some extra slick writing. The chorus of this gets stuck in my head all the time. The beat becomes darker and pitched down near the end, with some great sentiments about perseverance and keeping aspirations high. Right after, we are hit with the equally catchy banger that is Give It To Me, featuring Peace the OG. I love how outwardly SLEAZY and Peace recognize their worth on this track. Both of their flows sound great, and SLEAZY gives us a masterful chorus, probably my favorite one on this whole project. Of course, I appreciate how fiery the writing is while the production remains relatively gentle, with its wavy keyboards and lush string samples. Following this is the relatively short but sweet Token, whose darker production plays very well off of the previous track. The echoed vocal here sounds great with the bass tones, SLEAZY delivering plenty of great lines about wanting to step up and get more serious with a love interest. Fire! Adam and Steve goes even further with a low-key vibes with darker and wavier production. SLEAZY is good for switching up the flows a good few times on this, with flattering auto-tuned moments and plenty of lyrics centered around desire. The vibes here are so sensual. I am a bit on the fence with whether this track's production is so minimalist that it loses energy for the small pockets where SLEAZY lets the beat ride, but it must be said, this is like the audio equivalent of Dimming the Lights. Very romantic, oh my woofness. Next is the keyboard-led Ghetto BIRDZ, which feels like the title track, with how SLEAZY repeats they are trying to migrate and move forward in life. Jordan Webb's feature takes up the last half of this track, and sounds great all the way through while incorporating some witty lines. Great flows and chemistry. Following this is the wavy, bassy, FLOWERZ, full of great flows, from SLEAZY about staying authentic and pursuing success. This is another short but great moment on here. I love the set portions at the end. Call Me Back is another catchy bop on the album, its chorus being especially standout. SLEAZY also treats us with some very entertaining writing about yearning for someone while trying not to come off too bold or harsh, even going so far as to apologizing mid-song after getting too frustrated. They do go deeper into their feelings as the song continues, though, with touching lines about having a troubled past and wanting to grow past their own arrogance in the name of being a better lover. Truly a strong highlight. The keyboards and harmonies are very well executed. Channel 5 continues with the album's dark production, keeping the vibes chill with subtle synth chords and bass. I appreciate the autobiographical verses all across this, and while this track is also quite minimalist, SLEAZY fills the non-rap portions of this track with voice memos from their friends, which I find very endearing. Busta's has a more bell-led beat and plenty of entertaining lines where SLEAZY boasts in the faces of their haters. We also get a guest feature from Jail Flame, one of the co-founders of the furry community's own Magic Records. While I do honestly feel some of Jay's self-referential bars are worded a bit awkwardly in this particular feature, he certainly matches SLEAZY's confidence, and as a furry listener, it is very cool to hear Magic Records be shouted out not once, but twice. Keep flaming on, Jay! The album ends with Ghetto Protocols, with an instrumental that gives me a delicate, no-name sort of vibe. SLEAZY ties up some of the themes of this album well, expressing how they made it out of a rough patch while calling out their past opposition as comparatively weak and pathetic. You tell them, SLEAZY. I love the flex this track offers while still feeling subtle. It is a gentle but nice outro for the project. Overall, I was really impressed with this project. When it comes to the furry rap scene, SLEAZY's pen game is truly hard to beat, and it is safe to say they brought their A game to this whole album. You can feel the great sense of control over their writing and deliveries, even when they get more playful with their flows, and that can certainly be heard on every track here. I feel it was well worth being excited for this project. It is giving me everything I could have wanted from SLEAZY. All I can hope is that they continue to develop and impress me on whatever project they drop next. Ghetto Migration is consistent with its sound and quality, and truly something to behold when it comes to the raw talent presented. SLEAZY, you shuffled my woofs. Woof woof.
Ghetto bird, trying to migrate.